the beginning of the year, we met with Araceli Alonso, who works with Health by All Means, to talk about some of the things we should be accomplishing in this project. One thing she especially brought to our attention was the transportation of pregnant women to hospitals. So after meeting with her, we discussed possible challenges we would face, such as weather conditions and rough terrain, and then we moved forward with our designs accordingly.
When we started the design process, as a team, we worked to come up with as many ideas as possible and then limited those ideas down to 3 designs. There was the flat bench attachment, whose main features was the flat board that could fit 2 people facing back to back on the back of the bike. Next, the bucket seat trike attachment, which added 2 front-facing seats attached to their own wheels to the back of the bike. And then finally, the backward-facing dual seat attachment, which angles 2 seats to face backwards while being attached directly to the back of the bike.
Once we narrowed all of our brainstorming ideas down to 3 designs, we created a design matrix to determine which design we would use for our final product. We ranked each design in various categories, and in the end, the backwards-facing dual-seat attachment ranked the highest in our most important categories, safety and effectiveness, while also having the highest overall score. Although we heavily altered that design, it is the backbone of our final product.
The tests that we plan on performing on our product include weight durability, seat extension stability, and along with the physical mechanics of our product. Unfortunately, because we do not have our product here today, we are still able to, however, perform the physical mechanics portion of the test. I will be performing the test, which includes how sitting in the back of a bike as a passenger affects the mechanics of the bicycle and whether or not it's feasible. Tommy will perform the other test, which he will further elaborate on.
The test that I will be performing is the abrupt halting of momentum test. This test will demonstrate that because the seats on our product are rear-facing, our product will be able to absorb any force from an abrupt stop and prevent riders from falling off of the bike.
The fabrication of the dual seat bike attachment starts with creating of the seats. The seats are created from 2 salvaged chairs from our high school. The legs are flipped around to create the armrest, and then they have a metal bar that will attach them together. There's also a T-shaped piece that comes out of the bottom that is a footrest. The second part of our fabrication, we make the mount piece for the chair, which will weld onto the bottom of the metal frame. It has a 3.8 centimeter tube in the middle, in which the bar that will come off of our attachment piece will go into for our counterbalance. The third part of our fabrication describes how the main part is created, the trapezoidal piece. We have 6 pieces of metal that are welded together in various ways, and then we will drill holes into them so it can attach to the back of the bike, and we will then have the 2 attachment beams coming off of the 2 angled pieces of the trapezoid. Part D of our fabrication shows how everything is put together in the end. The final assembly, the chairs will be mounted onto the 2 attachment points. There will be drill holes put into those attachment beams in which the seats can be locked into place on. A few final things is we'll coat the entire piece in Rust-Oleum to prevent rust and to increase the lifespan.
Our final design came down to 2 major aspects for us: functionality and safety. To assure safety, we implemented backward-facing seats, hand rests, and a footrest to improve the effects of abrupt stop and to give the riders more assurance when using our attachment. As for functionality, our team took on the challenge of having 2 different sized riders and implemented a counterbalance system. With this system, chairs can be moved closer or further away from the bike in order to fight the weight imbalance and make it an easier experience on the driver and improve the balance of the bike.
Our product provides safe and effective solutions to proposed problems. It can safely transport 2 pregnant women to the hospital safely, and also our product meets the standard specification for the Canyon motorcycles, and what's more, it has a shelf life for 4 years.
I don't not like tofu, I just don't eat tofu.
The dude just kept pouring it on. I'm like, all right.
There you go, Noah.